Hello guys, welcome back to my channel of Race Center. How you all doing? How you guys doing? I hope you all are doing well. Good. Happy Easter, because we are in the festive time and it's an happy Easter for me, to every one of you. So on this video, I want us to analyze some things, and I want us to take these things very serious, okay? And what I'm here to talk about, our late sister, Mama Osinachi. You know, the things I am here to talk about is that it is true she was abused in her marriage, and she is dead and gone. And it is true, we all, in one way or the other, we have talked about it. We have really come out in mass to talk about it, to try to cry out for justice for her, you know. But I think we need to also put more into consideration that she was abused, but she was not the only person that was abused in that house under this man, Peter Nwanchukwu. She was abused, and just the way she was abused, her children were as well abused in so many ways. You understand? So I want us to, you know, not to think that the abuse thing was only about our sister, Mama Osinachi Nwanchukwu. Now, I think there is no much need of us, you know, elaborating on her own death, because for me, in my opinion, you know, because no matter how much we talk about it from now till tomorrow, we elaborate on it, we continue to hit on it, we continue to, you know, we want justice for her, and I pray that we get that justice, you understand? But I think we should focus our energy and our attention more on the children that were equally abused by this man. Because I listened to the clips of the women affair, the women minister affair, that went to on our own personally find out from the children the things that happened. I heard about them. I watched the video. I could not even, in short, I don't even know what to say. You know, watching that video, I was more heartbroken, you know. And that is where my concern is, just the way her concern is. And my concern from the one that we lost this woman has been on the children, you understand? Because those children, they have been abused by that man. And some evil seed has been sown in them as well by the same man that was supposed to be their father. And I think we should try to find out more how best and how well we can bring them out of that abuse, and we can make sure that at least this man never has access to those children again. I want us all to come together and also think of how best we can make sure that this man never have access to those children. At least those children should be given to the parents or to the family of the woman with a good support on how to take good care of them. Because it is obvious and clear that that man, Peter Nwanchukwu, has nothing good in the inside of him, because you are abusing your wife and you didn't see anything wrong with it. You extend the abuse to your innocent children, imposing in them very dangerous pattern of lifestyle and ways that is not even right before the society. So that such a man should never have access to those children again, because the next one might be him killing one of those children and framing up all kinds and all manner of stories. And if care is not taken, those children are left under his care. He might end up raising armed robbers in the society. He might end up raising criminals in the society. He might end up raising them into complete nuisance to the society, which I believe is not what our sister, Mama Osinachi Nwanchukwu, wants for her children. I think what she desires most now, if anybody will lend a voice of help, a hand of help, or a voice of help, is that those children should be, separated from the father and be well taken care of, put under control, like maybe make them to go for therapy that will help them heal from those things, because they have been traumatized by the evil of their father. They are little children, they are kids that they have so much already inside of them they are fighting with, but they just cannot express it well in the right words right now. And it remains there. And if it's not followed up right now with people that will show them genuine love, with people that will show them real care, with people that will start to try to bring those things out of them so they can be getting healed from those evil, from those, trauma, it might remain in them and destroys their entire life. So we should try to make sure the fight now should be more on trying to make sure this man never have access to those children, because it is clear that he has always tried to make them, to teach them how to lie. He tried to force them to do things. These little children, they themselves know that this thing is bad. They wouldn't want to do it, but this man have forced those things inside of them. And how are we sure that when he have access to them again, he won't do more harm than he has done now to those children? So there is no way for him, there is no need for us to allow him to have access to those children. That is why justice must take its course, and our attention should be more on how best to take care of those children. That is number one, said and done. Then I come with this one message to every church, with the love of God from my heart, and in all humility. Please, our mommy Geos and our daddy Geos them, please, we are begging you, stop putting rules that if she's a divorcee, she will not have a voice to speak in your church. If she is not married or a single mother, she does not have a voice to speak in your church. Neither can she or he occupy a position. Please, can we stop all of that? Because I think these were the things, some of the things that all our sister Osinachi was putting into consideration that make her to remain in that marriage until she dies. I think that was what she was afraid of. Because you might be right now, Pastor Dr. Paul Enenche, that you were not aware of the abuse. But please, can you search the rules that governs your church in regarding to workers in your church? Is there rules in your church that if maybe he's a divorcee, he cannot occupy position in the church, he cannot work in some positions in the church? If he's a single mother or a single father, are there some rules like that? If there are such rules, our beloved fathers of faith, please, we are begging you, you both should take them away. Those are just main traditions that are causing more catastrophic to the life of the people you are supposed to be a shepherd to. Because I think those were the things. Because if those were not the things, how come Mama Osinachi will be begging somebody to help her talk to her pastor about the issue she was going through? How come? How come? Because there are some rules in the church we hold so strong that are not even biblical. We that are supposed to be the open arms to people, we are the ones pushing them away with the way we reason, with our mindset. We are the ones pointing accusing fingers. Like those men that were putting out accusing fingers against this woman, Magdalene. Is it Magdalene or the woman that was caught in adultery? That she's an adulteress. She's an adulteress. But she's been spoken of today. All the so-called Mr. Saint and Sister Saint there, they are not being heard of today in the scripture. Can we be good shepherds to be able to lead like Jesus led? And though she was an adulteress, it was no hold against her. Men came against her. Her shepherd, the shepherd of her soul, the man that was a man of God at that point of time, or the man that was the real Geo of her soul, stood, defended her, and covered her and said, why pointing at her? If it is true that she is an adulteress, she was caught in an act, which of you has no sin? And she became one of the women that minister or walk with the Lord Jesus in his ministry. Why then are we doing opposite? And we are saying we are clergy, we are men of God, we are women of God. We should start having a rethink. Because there are some rules we are putting in the church. They are not called for. They are not called for. They are causing so much catastrophe, causing more problem, more harm than good. We should take them away. Or what about the woman that never had a husband all her life and became the first evangelist woman in the ministry of Jesus? That was the first evangelist woman, the woman evangelist produced in the ministry of Jesus Christ. I think the first after mother of Jesus Christ. She was the first woman evangelist that the ministry of Jesus Christ produced. The woman that was never married all her life. Should we say she was an harlot all her life? Until she met Jesus? Yet, she was not married. She was never married. Yet, she became the first woman evangelist in the ministry of Jesus. That when people are single mothers, you abuse them in the church, you talk to them in the church and you think you are not abusing them, you are also abusing and bullying them. If you say because they are single mothers, they cannot say some things in the church, they cannot occupy some certain position in the church, they cannot have a voice in the church or in the things of the church. We should remove all these things. We should remove all these barriers and barricades. We are children of God, not just people. Not just any people, but the children of God. And we that call ourselves the servants and ministers of God, we are the shepherds of the souls that the Lord has given to us. And we should be real and true shepherds. No shepherd stands to see a beast devour his animal. He looks for ways to shield and protect them from every beast. So please, this is my plea. Please, we should be protective of those souls God committed into our hands. We should be very protective of them. We should stop bullying single mothers. We should stop bullying divorcees, divorced women or divorced men, or people that are separated from their husband. Please. We are making people to choose to die rather than come out of where they can come out and be delivered or set free from. Please now. We are human. If this kind of barriers and barricades were not there, I believe our Mama Osinachi would have come out. She would have come out of that marriage. And I know she's happy wherever she is. she is happy. And if she's allowed to remember the life she lived here on earth, she will be only concerned about her the well-being and welfare of her children, which is the main reason I am doing this video, and I'm appealing to all of us to begin to look in that direction. Let's look for more ways on how best these children should be at least taken far from that man. Even if he wants to have access to those children, he should only come around to see them, but not to be the one in custodian of those children, or is it in custody of those children? Sorry, in custody of those children, but other people should be in custody of the children, and he should never be given access to be in custody of them, because he will not raise them to be responsible men and women in the society. He's never been a good father to them, and he will not suddenly become a good father to them. Please. Please.